Hey everybody, it's Phil Kerner, the Tool and Die Guy, and got a great email continuing on with our series of you sending me your questions. And boy, did I get a lot. But anyways, how do you deal with mistakes? How do you tell your boss? Well, I've got a lot of feelings on that, and that's a great question. Whoever sent that in, I'll figure it out. But how do you screw something up? Boy, in this trade, mistakes are costly, and some bosses handle it better than others. But I'm going to give you a few tips on uh, the way I handle it, okay? So, a little bit of psychology 101. You really can help yourself out when you set yourself up first as someone who purveys excellence, okay? And your boss is going to be a lot less hard on you when they know you're trying hard. And they see you as someone who acts and looks the way, like you care about your work. And it's out of character for you to make a mistake. This is my old school part. I get it, okay? But this is what you guys signed up for, so I'm just going to tell it like it is. So I still believe this. The way that you carry yourself and the words you use go a long way in getting a certain grace from your boss or customer when it's time to deliver some bad news. You screwed up. And that means a few things. You're neat and you're tidy and professional in the way you look and your appearance. You might also be surprised to know that your instructor, I have my own wild side, okay? Yep, that is me. Resplendent there with my queen. And, I've got an earring in. And I've got my rocker t-shirt on. I've even got a necklace on there, okay? This is a charity event here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Party like a rock star. Okay? That's my fun side. That's my work side. Fun side, work side. Okay? I don't want to go to my boss like this and say, hey dude, I screwed up. I want to go to my boss like this, with my apron on, looking neat and tidy in my professional looking work area. He's not going to treat me with disrespect. When you dress, look, and act like a pro, you are much less likely to get your behind handed to you on a platter when you screw something up. After 35 years, I still make mistakes. They just happen. But my boss handles them very well because I look and I act like a pro. I hope you appreciate this, as no one ever told me this stuff when I was moving along in the trade. I didn't get pulled aside and told this. Every year I go to Walmart. I just get a few new work shirts and a few pressed slacks for work. I think the slacks are $12, the shirts are $8, and I throw them out at the end of the year. If I get a big grease stain on them, I just throw them out and go to get a new pair. It's not about how long you can make your stuff last, okay? It's about how good you look. I try not to use foul language at work. I still do, but not with my supervisors. I just use foul language when I talk about them. I can tell you that after 35 years in the trade, I've made some very big mistakes. But I have never, ever had my ass handed to me. Because the people I work for respect me. Listen, the worst boss in the world is out there, and so is the worst customer. And you might be working for them. But no one should ever be abused, sworn at, and belittled for making a mistake. If I made the worst mistake in the world tomorrow, and my company knows that no one feels worse about it than me. However, if I were to be screamed at, belittled, and sworn at for making a mistake, I would lock my boxes and roll them out to my car within a minute. I don't need this. I don't need that because I've set myself up in this trade to be that person, okay? So finally, always be the one to deliver the bad news. Don't let them find out you made a mistake and you're kind of sloughing it off or hiding it. Do not try to hide it. Get it out there in the open as soon as possible so the company can or their customer can react to it and change their schedule, order new material. You got to do that. I know it's tough. But you have to do that. Take 15 minutes, calm yourself down, and rehearse what you're going to tell them or her. When I had my own shop, my customers were sticklers for on-time deliveries. As soon as I knew I might be late or need an extra day or so to complete a mold, I'd call them. A 2-minute remount session was a lot better than losing that customer when they called the day it was due And I told them, you know, I need a few more days. That's not good. They've got to reschedule press time. Not good. Let them know. If you deliver the bad news yourself, you can control the message. And think about it for a few minutes beforehand. You might be able to offer some alternatives to how to work around the mistake and salvage the part. Solving the problem for your boss or your customer relieves everyone, including yourself. It's not how hard you fall, it's how hard you bounce back up after you do fall, okay? So look, act, and speak like a pro, and this will be much easier for you. Mistakes happen. Don't let yourself be abused and screamed at. Nobody deserves that, okay? It makes a difference. It makes it easier on you when you screw up. You've done all the back work. You're paying it forward. You've always treated yourself and your work area and the work you do professionally. Your boss has no reason to chew you out. Mistakes happen. So I hope this helps you. It's a little bit old school, but you know what? You can set yourself up for success in this trade by looking like a professional, talking like a professional, and acting like a professional. And I'm telling you, after 35 years, that goes a long way. It helps me every day still. Nobody gives me a hard time when I screw up because of the way I act. And I do screw up, guys, okay? It's because of the way I present myself. So this is a good video. And this is stuff that you, I hope, will take to heart. And thanks for listening. And I'll see you on the next video.